In this video, I will show you how to install a sliding system on interior doors. I made the door jamb using wooden paneling. The header is also made from paneling, 9 centimeters wide. And the doors will be MDF with glass inserts. The width of my door is 90 centimeters, but this is individual. Keep in mind that the width of the opening should be approximately 5 centimeters less on each side than the width of the panel. To hang the door, we will need a sliding system made of such rollers. It is necessary to consider the number of rollers. If your doors are heavier than 27 kilograms, then 4 rollers are needed. If more, then 6. I did everything with a margin, so I bought a system with 6 rollers. Then we will need such an aluminum profile, a guide, on which the rollers will move. There are also thinner and thicker guides. Don't be stingy and buy the one made of thick aluminum. This way, there is a greater guarantee that they won't fall off. The sliding system kit includes such a centering device, which needs to be installed on the floor to prevent the door from wobbling. Therefore, you will need to make a groove at the bottom of the door, and for this, you should use a router, or, if you don't have one, a regular angle grinder. On the sides of the sliding system, there are such stoppers that limit the movement of the doors to the left and right. We will also need 2 such recessed handles because the doors are sliding, and regular handles will catch on the wall. First, let's unpack the door panel and attach the roller suspension system to it. We will dismantle the transport stops on the door cables. These stops can be used for embedding wood into the boat as a spacer that adjusts the gap. Now you need to take the aluminum profile and cut it to length, removing all the excess. Now take a wooden beam measuring 3 by 6 centimeters and screw it on the aluminum profile after drilling a hole for attaching wood screws. Make the hole at a distance from 30 to 40 centimeters apart. And we attach the aluminum profile to the wooden beam at such a distance that the gap between the wall and the door is 2 centimeters. This is the width at the bottom of the plastic baseboard. Now, according to the width of the beam, we make holes for the screws that will hold it on the wall. Now the guide with the beam is ready and we can proceed to equip the doors. I will use a router when installing the expansion mechanism on the interior doors, and we conduct a trial routing. This is the groove I ended up with, which needs to be made on our door. This is the kind of groove we get, and the roller moves easily along it. Now the groove on the lower part of the door is ready, and we can proceed to attach the mounting plates for the rollers at the top of the door. We place the mounting plate and mark the spots for the holes. We drill left holes for the screws. and secure the mounting plate. We set the adjustment bolts of the rollers in the middle, so there is the possibility to adjust both downwards and upwards. And we secure the rollers onto the flange list. And we install the same rollers on the other side. And at a distance of 1 meter from the floor, we will embed the internal handles of the door panel. And we finish the corners using a chisel. Then I will glue the handle using glue number 88. Now we put the aluminum profile on the door wheels and attach it to the wall so that it is perfectly horizontal. To adjust the bottom clearance, I will use these spacers that are 1 centimeter thick. I will attach the guide to the wall using wood screws that are 10 centimeters long, because our walls are made of clay, plastered and coated with gypsum plaster. After securing the top rail, you can check how the doors open. As you can see, the doors close without any issues or misalignment. This means that the strict horizontal alignment is maintained and the installation is done correctly. In the next step, it is necessary to install stoppers on the left and right to prevent the doors from going further than needed. The stoppers on this mechanism look like this: a rubber washer, a bolt, and a nut that fits into the groove of the aluminum profile. We adjust the position of the door so that the distance between the door and the edge of the trim is the same on the left and right. For the vertical fixing of the door, we'll use a bracket that will screw to the floor, the far edge of the door. Now we just need to cover the unsightly part of the wooden beam. I'm using a 7 centimeter wide wooden trim for this. Just like the angels, I'll attach the trim using small finishing nails with a reduced head. These nails are very close to the color of the wood, have a small head, and are almost invisible. And we also cover the side edge with a small piece of trim. The doors are working without any issues. The job was done correctly.